When examining some of the gateways into the world of niche fragrances, I think Parfums de Marly has to be there. Maybe not as a byproduct of its price, but more as a result of its ability to create mass-appealing creations with a premium composition compared to attainable designers. And one of the brand's best examples of this has to be with their well-deserved bestseller, Layton. And in this video, we'll take a closer look at this fragrance through its presentation, scent, and other general thoughts to help you decide whether it's a fragrance you should add to your collection. So Layton was initially launched in 2016 and has quickly become one of the most talked about niche fragrances since its release. As mentioned, Parfums de Marly is a wonderful gateway brand into the world of niche houses, given their designer appeal yet refined scent profiles. In developing that reputation, I think Layton has to get some of the credit. And given its positioning on their site and the release of the exclusive version, it seems to be one of their best sellers, if not their best. So to start us off here, let's begin with the presentation. I have a 75 ml bottle that retails for around $215, and then the 125 ml comes in at $310. However, apart from the size, the bottle design is the same. It comes in this matte, blasted blue surface that is smooth to the touch, with the emblematic display of dual horses facing each other on the sides of the crest raised from the central surface of the front of the bottle. The high polished cap is substantial in both weight and appearance. I have to admit, it does look a little interesting on this stubby bottle, the 75 ml, but the atomizer is nicely made and releases an even distribution with its spray. Moving along to the scent itself, this one is a warm and spicy fragrance that I think is a year-round kind of versatility type of fragrance, minus the hottest days during the summer. It opens up with a prominent apple note that is strong for a brief period before the lavender and swarm of vanilla appears. In the note breakdown on their site, there is a mention of geranium, violet, and jasmine in the middle notes. However, they aren't easily detected to my nose, as the vanilla and pink pepper just hit like a wave that is just lovely as it dries down. This combination of pepper and vanilla almost creates a cinnamon type scent to my nose, despite not being a documented note to the fragrance. And this is likely a result of that spicy and sweet combination that this one projects out with its formulation. Another point I have noticed regarding Layton is how it doesn't take as long as other fragrances to settle into its dry down. Its prominent vanilla, pepper, and woodsy backbone of guaiac wood and patchouli become detectable much earlier than normal, and the top note of apple is extremely short-lived. The dry down is rather linear as a result of this, quickly appearing with the base notes, not making any unexpected turns in the process. But hey, when you get a nose-friendly smell like this one, I think that is a benefit. This is one of those niche fragrances that is easy to like and wear, offering designer favorability. This scent also is something I can find being loved by both men and women, as my fiance Cordy also wears this regularly and enjoys it when I wear it as well. Given the warm spiciness, this is probably going to be at home during fall and winter, yet certainly can be utilized other parts of the year, kind of the changing of the seasons, and even summer if you go light on the sprays. In terms of performance and projection, Layton is a solid performer on my skin, giving me above average performance between 7 to 9 hours with strong projection for the first 2 to 3 hours. Also, given the warmer nature of this one, it has a knack for cutting through the cold air with some relative ease. But given its almost syrupy points with that vanilla when it appears, just know that it can work against you if you are gonna go crazy heavy with sprays or during the warmer months if you get a little bit out of hand there. So now for some final thoughts on Layton and just my feel for it. I think this is, when it comes to niche fragrances, just a no-brainer. And that sometimes does not go hand in hand with niche fragrances. They're a little bit more out there in terms of their scent profile. They're not gonna be for everybody, but this has a mass appealing nature to it that I see why people just absolutely love this fragrance. People like it, gets compliments. It has that designer favorability that some also might question, is it really worth going this direction because you're paying extra money here? You're talking $200 to $300 depending on the size. I think for me though, it's definitely worth it. I think it's a great fragrance. If you like the smell, if you like kind of this apple, spicy type of note, you live in a climate like myself where, 6 months out of the year, you're dealing with weather, 50 degrees and under, this is when this one makes a ton of sense. But also, even in some warmer climates, I think this one does have year-round versatility. But again, just be careful with how this one might just project with that vanilla. It can potentially choke some people out, but it is well constructed, a nice composition here. And I think this type of combination, the things that I like the most from Parfums de Marly is honestly stuff like this fall, winter, kind of warm scent. And I think this is a fantastic archetype to how to do this well in this price range. But all right, guys, that is my take on Parfums de Marly Layton. What do you guys think of this fragrance? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Love to see comments down below. I know a lot of people are very high on this fragrance, and I see why. It's very mass appealing, has a great scent profile. Definitely enjoy it. In addition, if you did enjoy this video though, definitely give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. That really does help out the channel. And also, if you want to see some other things in the future, what other fragrances like this do you want to do a deep dive on? I'd love to just see what you guys want to see from myself and us on this channel in the future. I really would appreciate that as well. But guys, thank you again so much for watching. Be well, and I will see you all very soon.